all my lovely kings and queens out there. Welcome once again to Talk Time with Grace. As always, I'm your host, Josetta Grace Joseph. And today, guys, we are in Mashta right now at the Explore Sierra Leone again. Once again, if you guys remember, for all those who've been here before, you know that we were here last year, but today we are back here with something bigger and better for you guys. The event is powered by Peagie Woobay Scholarship Fund. You know, they are helping to empower the girls' child in Africa, Sierra Leone. Get ready, stay tuned. If you are new here, guys, welcome. But if you've been here, thank you for joining us.
Jessica Joseph.
You representing the green, white, and blue here.
Yes, Sierra Leone.
Sierra Leone all day, every day.
I'm half Liberian and half Sierra Leone.
Also, you Sierra Leone. So you have to tell me a little bit about Sierra Leone. You know, for people out there that don't know about Sierra Leone, tell me a little bit about Sierra Leone. Where in Africa is Sierra Leone located?
Sierra Leone is a country in West Africa.
What is the biggest riches about Sierra Leone? When the people talk about Sierra Leone, what do their mind come to?
The first thing that comes to my mind is that Sierra Leone has a lot of diamonds.
Mm-hmm.
It might not look so rich when you look at the country, but we have a lot of diamonds. And,
yeah, that's true. Diamond is like everything about Sierra Leone, and one day we're gonna get there. One day. But apart from diamond, what can someone that want to travel to Sierra Leone and expect to experience?
The beaches. We have a lot of nice beaches in Sierra Leone.
Yeah. Okay, guys, we are here with the lady of the house. If you guys don't know, because we were here last year, talk about her, we interview her and stuff, but we just want to get a little bit brief for people that don't know you and stuff. What's the name, Auntie Peagie? Where are you from?
My name is Peagie Woobay Foday, and I'm from Sierra Leone, and I've lived in Sweden for 10 years now.
10 years, wow. Auntie Peagie, let's talk about Explore Sierra Leone. I know that the idea came about, like, for people who don't know, you can go to our last video and, you know, watch the video, get experience and come back here. But let's just talk about, now that you are progressing the stuff, what is the biggest thing that have, like, really changed from last year to this year?
Well, like every year, Explore Sierra Leone is to showcase Sierra Leone in Sweden and show the beauties and the tradition we have in Sierra Leone, because it's just wonderful. It's just beautiful. I say my Sierra Leone is beautiful. So this year we've improved. We've got a weaver coming to show, because this is one of the traditions that we think is losing. We are losing. The young generation are not learning it.
Yeah.
So we want to show it today, so that Hector, who's going to do the weaving, he has an organization in Sierra Leone that he wants to sustain, so people can know about it and maybe help him, so that he will have funds to sustain, so that the young can learn about weaving. You see all these beautiful cloths at the back. That's done by him, and he will do like a 15 to 20 minutes demonstration of the traditional weaving of our cloth. We will also have a storyteller later. He's an original storyteller called Cow Footprints. He's just wonderful. And storytelling is part of our tradition in Africa. In Sierra Leone, it's a very important part of our lives. When the moon shines, then you sit down by the fire and you listen to stories. So today we will have that experience. And then we also have the fashion show again. By Petis from London, a Sierra Leonean who does that and who also helps the charity fund. We also have Kinjimi Market, where we have cards that we've done, like cards that have all the beautiful beaches in Sierra Leone. To know Sierra Leone is to explore Sierra Leone. And then we also have trays that we've done with our beautiful Ankara cloths from Sierra Leone that you can get from the big market. And And then it's just wonderful there will be food, there will be so much to see around, people can go around, and it's more improved than last year. Because why we do this, we do it to showcase Sierra Leone, but also to sustain our project in Sierra Leone, because up to date we have 184 girls now. Last year we were at 123, if you remember, and we've got 10 that have gone to university now. So it's a big project, and we need funds, so that's what we use to sustain the project. So it's really getting big, and this is one way that we use to sustain the project.
Yeah, that's so nice.
And also we'll be talking today about the lepi cloth that I'm wearing. The lepi cloth is worn by the Fullers. You will hear about it. There's a lady who's going to give a talk on that. The lepi cloth is one of the cloths of Sierra Leone.
Okay, that's so nice. With so much to expect, guys. Stay tuned. Just sit and relax and enjoy the show. But Peagie, tell me, you were in Sierra Leone. You met the girls. How are they doing and how everything going?
Well, the girls are doing very well, and we're so happy because, like I said, from 123 we've gone to 184, and from 4 in university we've gone to 10. And the teenage mothers that we've put back in school are really doing well. So one has gone to university, so now we have 2 teenage mothers in university, meaning that what we are doing is really good, because if the girls are given the right support, then they will make it in life. So we are really happy that the support we are giving is making an impact, and the girls are really doing fine. So we just hope to continue with more funds.
Yeah, we pray for that, definitely. And tell me a little bit about, like, what's the future hold for Peagie Woobay?
The Peagie Woobay Scholarship Fund, well, it's just to improve on it every year and go from 184 today. Maybe next year we'll be talking about 300.
Wow.
And I'm sure it will happen because we've got the blueprint already, and when I was in Sierra Leone, I went to the government, and I think this government is going to make it happen for us to be able to help more girls, because they've seen the seriousness of our work, they've seen the impact we've done, they visited our resource centers that we've built that have libraries and daycares and playgrounds. So it's really, I think, a great project we just need to continue working hard on it. It's a lot, it's very challenging. You saw today when you came, but then we're determined to go and keep helping girls get an education in Sierra Leone.
Okay, that's so nice. Then Becky, talk to those out there that you want to get funds from, that is going to watch the show right now. What do you want to say to people out there that need to, to start to help and, create some funds and stuff?
Well, it's just to collaborate, because I think we cannot do it alone. Because if we're at 184 girls today, it's because of the support we've got from Stockholm, from Sweden, from Sierra Leone, and from America. So we just need people to help more. We have a Sponsor Egal program. We have a monthly giver program. People can give through our bank zeros, our Swish, and all the rest. There are so many ways, or people can even just gather and bake cakes and donate the funds to the organization. Although sometimes it hasn't got to be money, sometimes it has to be just mentorship. The girls need to be mentored, so we need people that most times people go out there and talk to them about hygiene, about basic health, about education, about careers. Recently we had a workshop on careers, and then we have people can help in different ways. So it hasn't always got to be money. We need money to sustain it because we have salaries to pay. But sometimes it's just to go see the girls, talk to them, motivate them, and inspire them.
Okay. So for those that are in Sierra Leone, that is not here in Sweden, where can they go and meet the girls? What is their address or your website?
Yeah, we have an office in Brookfields in Freetown. It's 9 Willoughby Lane in Brookfields. And there's a project manager and an intern. One of the girls in university is doing her internship currently. And then we also have resource centers in Kabbalah and Moyamba where people can visit. And in these centers, this is where we have the teenage mothers. And so it will be good to interact with the girls as well.
Okay. And for those around the world, where can they,
Well, there's a website, of course. It's 21st century, so there's a website, www.peagiewoobayscholarship.org. They can find us on Facebook. We are on Twitter, and we are also on Instagram.
Thank you so much, Auntie Peagie. I love it. I can't wait to explore, and I can't wait to enjoy the food.
Yes, because to know Sierra Leone is to explore Sierra Leone, because my Sierra Leone is beautiful.
It is.
Some black people, they can deny their own culture. They prefer for take with man culture. You see black black man culture.
My God, you're looking so good. I love the attire. Like, can you just turn for the camera? Turn for them. Turn.
Yes.
So, are you from Sierra Leone? Or?
No, I am married to a Sierra Leone and I'm from Liberia.
Liberia and Sierra Leone, they are border, like so close. And you are married to a Sierra Leone.
Yes, that's right.
So, what's the best food from Sierra Leone that you cook for your husband, like almost every time?
Well, I cook a soup called cream with ogri inside. That is very, very nice. You don't have to put dry meat when you put the ogri, so it just makes perfect.
Cream. And
So what is something like a palava sauce?
Okay. And what do you eat it with?
Rice or fufu?
Okay, that's nice. So, what in Sierra Leone have you heard or have you experienced that you really, really love ever Sierra Leone?
Well, I've been in Sierra Leone, I've been in Bo and Freetown, and I love the beaches.
The beaches are
Yes.
so good. So when's the next visit? Are we thinking about? What you thinking about going
Ready?
visit?
Oh, ready? Maybe this year?
This, yeah. Okay, we'll love some pictures.
I will do that.
Okay, thank you, Auntie Co.
Thank you.
I would love to taste your cream.
Oh.
Okay, guys, you know it's all about exploring Sierra Leone today, and for all those that are around today, it's going to really explore Sierra Leone. But we want to, talk to those who are out there who are not here today to explore. Let's just give it a little bit about the place. So right now, I'm standing here with.
My name is Claudine, and I'm a Sierra Leonean, but I live in South Africa. I was invited by Peagie, so I came all the way from South Africa to Sweden to support Peagie.
Wow,
And I'm very pleased to be here today.
That's nice. Welcome to Sweden. How are you enjoying the cold?
Well, in South Africa, there's both summer and winter, basically. So, but it's so cold.
Well, it's not like
It's extremely
Sweden.
cold. It's extremely cold.
Yeah.
But I'm coping.
Okay, so Auntie, tell me a little bit about all these things. Like, give the viewers some ideas about what we are looking out right here.
First of all, I want to say I'm so excited because it feels like I'm back home.
Yeah.
Just seeing all of these things. This is the drum that is normally used for weddings, for festivals, for Bondo festivals, for so many things.
Yeah.
So this is a musical instrument, and then we have the shebule. Okay. I hope I can play it.
Play for me so I can dance.
This is also a musical instrument that is used most times for celebration, maybe for a wedding, for a party, and for traditional events.
Okay.
And then this is, we normally call it a balangi.
Okay.
Okay, it's a string instrument. And then there's the drum there.
Yeah.
I hope I can play very well. So these are all musical instruments
yeah.
this side, okay?
Yeah.
Then these are the pots. Normally we call them country pots.
Okay.
Because they are made locally in Sierra Leone. And we use them for big events like weddings. Normally we use the very big ones.
Yeah.
And at times we even brew medicine and herbs in the smaller ones. Okay. And this we call it calabash. We wash rice. If you want to do things like, bean sakara.
Yeah.
I don't know. So you can do the beans in here.
Okay.
So every home in Sierra Leone have got this.
Yeah.
Okay.
Compulsory.
Yes, it is like, yeah. And then this is the wooden spoon that is used for cooking. Oh, I love this.
This is my favorite.
This, in English, it's called mortar and pestle.
Yeah.
But in Sierra Leone, we call it mataudo. Okay, this is the mataudo.
This is like the original.
Original, so you
Yeah.
can pound pepper, onions, tomatoes, whatever, cassava leaves. Normally the big ones, at times you even have like 3 people doing this together.
like together.
It's like a rhythm because one goes down, you know how to do it, okay? The big ones, but this one normally is for pepper.
Peagie Woobay.
Peagie Woobay, we studied together in Sierra Leone at Rabi College. That's where I got to know Peagie. And we've been in touch. And when she started the PWSF, it was like, oh, Peagie, you're doing well. Because I'm passionate about girls back home in Sierra Leone. So when she invited me, in fact, I'm going to be the guest speaker for today. And she invited me and I said, I must come and explore Sierra Leone because even though I live far away, I live in South Africa, but Sierra Leone is my home. It will always be till I die. So well done, Peagie. I'm very proud of you.
Thank you so much, Auntie. We can't wait for you to host the show.
Thank you.
Hey, look at ma. Oh, you yide. Oh, you yide. Oh, you yide.
You see, there's so many stories we are for pass on to now. So many stories. But I only get half an hour, and in half an hour you can only do so much. But hopefully that will open the door for a tour of Sweden, a tour of other Scandinavian countries here. Because one thing for certain, the original story started in Africa. Undeniable, being proven scientifically, physiologically, all the ologies. All right, well that's very good. That's really good. That's really good because you know, I'm gonna open with a story like this. As in. Baby camel came to Mama Camel. And he said, Mama. He said, yes. Mama. He said, what? He said, Mama. They are laughing at me at school. Every time I go to school, they're laughing at me. Say, what? He said, Mama, why do we have a hump on our back? And Mama Camel says, you have a hump on your back because to store water while you're in the desert. He said, really? Baby Camel thought and thought, okay, all right. Mama, he said, what? Mama, he said, what? Why do we have such wide brown feet? He says, Mama says, He says, so that you can walk comfortably and for long in the desert. Mama, he said, now what? Mama, why do we have such long eyelashes? And Mama says, so that you can protect your eyes while you are in the desert. Baby Camel thought and thought. Mama, what are we doing in the zoo? And we're not in the desert. What is it about you that is your greatness that you are not doing or not achieving? And you keep yourself in a zoo, whether mentally or physically, when really you should be exploring your greatness.
In Africa, I always used to love stories. I used to love the moonlight, sitting outside with children. My grandmother always used to tell me stories. But I knew someone that was so good at telling stories in Sierra Leone. And today, I'm finally having the privilege to meet him. How are you doing, Tisa? How are you doing today?
I'm very well, thank you.
Welcome to Sweden. I'm so excited, like I can't even hold myself right now. Like the storyteller, we read about you. We know a whole lot of things about you in Liberia and stuff because you were all over. Trust me, you are still one of the best. I don't think there's anyone out there. But before I go further, just introduce yourself for the public.
Well, I am Yusuf Ojalo. People call me, or I call myself the Cow Footprints. And of course, I live in Sierra Leone and also in England. And I travel around the world doing storytelling and performing and educating people about African culture.
Okay, so I want to know, where did this came from? How did you start to tell stories? Because, those days it was mostly the older people. My grandmother was a good storyteller, but you beat her though. You beat her. So tell me, how did it come about?
I think for me, maybe like you, I had my grandmother as well, who was very pivotal in helping me and appreciate storytelling from when I was a little kid. And I had lots of uncles who would also do the same thing as well.
Yeah.
So I grew up with storytelling. But aside from that, I trained as an actor.
Okay.
So that is another very important aspect of my performance. But gradually my passion for doing storytelling as an art form on its own grew over the past 15 years. And then I took it on and said, all right, let me take it, because there's hardly, in England particularly, there's hardly any good African storyteller that goes out to give the narrative of African people, and that's very important.
Yeah.
But even when we go back to Sierra Leone specifically, the art of storytelling, oral storytelling, is actually diminishing.
Oh, look, you had the idea, you knew, you went to school about it and stuff. But before, everything came up, before you become who you are today, how did the society take it? How did your family take it when you decided to say, oh, I want to be a storyteller? I'm just imagining someone coming up at the young age, telling their parents, telling their friends, their neighborhood that, come on, I want to be a storyteller. How did they take it?
People have always called me lightheaded.
Okay.
In Sierra Leone, it's a mild way of saying to somebody you're mad. So people will refer to me in that way, but it's typical. I mean, I guess within the African sector, the educational paradigm that we have does not make space for the arts, especially traditional African arts. Before I say now, storytelling.
Yeah.
But it's very important, because if we don't do this, we are what I call we are having an education outside the context of our culture. That is dangerous, and that's where we are as Africans. We're constantly running away from ourselves.
Yeah.
So for me to say I want to go back to myself, which is exactly what people are saying they do not want, because that Africanness is backward, it's barbaric, it's witchcraft, it's all of this stuff. And then I'm saying that people look at me like you must be joking. But thankfully now in Sierra Leone, the art of oral storytelling is vibrant again, because of what I've been doing over the past 5-6 years in Sierra Leone. So I'm really, really excited about that. But it's not been easy, and it's never easy to make a living through storytelling. But I see myself as I have a machete, and I'm clearing the forest path. And those younger ones who come after me, they will be the ones to actually benefit from the path I'm clearing now, if they choose to make it so. Why not? Well, I've got loads and loads of different plans, but definitely my next thing now is I'm putting together what I call the Cowfoot Chronicles. I'm putting together 16 episodes of stories. So and that's going to be designed for children as much as for families. But these are a series of stories where children or the audience is taken in through a journey across Africa. And other places around the world too, but mostly across Africa.
So where can we get to you through internet, social media and stuff? Because I can't wait to start watching some of these series. I really need to put my daughter into it to like show her the real African storyline.
Yes.
So where can we get to you?
It's easy to contact me. If you put my name on any of the internet search engines, Yusufu Jallo or Cowfoot Prince.
Cowfoot Prince, yeah.
Put it there, straight away I'll come up. My website is there, and anybody can reach me through there. Because some of the primary work that I do is in schools and in education centers. So I go a lot around meeting lots of different schools, training teachers on how to use storytelling effectively to enhance education. And of course, a lot of universities. I do lectures and give talks at universities as well. And I do a lot of corporate training on effective communication, on leadership skills, and also on risk management, but all using traditional African stories to help people.
Okay. So before I leave you, let's just talk a little bit about Explore Sierra Leone, what Peagie doing right now today and stuff. Talk a little bit about it. How do you feel about home raising for children?
Children are the roots of the society. You can water the leaves all you like. If you don't water the roots, that plant will die.
Especially girls' children.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So to be here, be a part of all of this is absolutely, for me, it's a great privilege. It's a great honor to be able to give back to young people. I've got other charity events that I do in Sierra Leone, of course, but to leave England and come here and do this for Peagie is just brilliant.
Thank you so much. And so right now we are coming to our end. We want to say thank you guys so much for watching, and thanks to Auntie Peagie for the lovely occasion. Turn out, guys, check her website, check her Facebook page to donate for the children out there, the girls' children. We are the future, you know. So turn out, check everywhere to donate. We love you so much. We'll be back next week with another video. Give the video a thumbs up. If you love the story time, you love the food, you love the music, give it a thumbs up and stuff. We'll meet you guys next week. I love you, but God loves you the most. Time to enjoy.
Peagie, that's Apato soboti, oboti, apato soboti. Whenever Google me, I